The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
There's going to be plenty of your load in there. You'll probably love it. Oh, God. What exactly is it that you want to do to me then? Bob?
All right, well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of What's the Script? It's episode 2 of the season 4, isn't it? Episode 2.
Sure is, mate.
Hope you enjoyed Young Frankenstein there. We're just fresh off of a recent collab with Seismic Cinema that, for what I recollect, was quite a laugh.
Well, fucking fresh, you're right, mate. We're less
How
than
are you,
12
Craig?
hours. I'm good, mate. Less than 12 hours off of the Seismic boys. As you say, can remember it's a good laugh, but no, because I was pissed at it and just it seemed to fly in. So I'm looking forward to listening to it back, mate.
Aye, I'll laugh a minute. Well, as some of you may know, we're taking a dive into Guy Ritchie's world today with RockNRolla out in 2008. And like I was saying to yourself last night, not a lot of people have seen this or know about it. Know what I mean?
No, aye. Again, it's another one of the ones I thought everybody'd seen, everybody loved, and then I looked at the box office. I was like, what's wrong with people? What's wrong with you? Do you know what I mean? Because it's, again, I watched it again and I'm like, that's banging. Film's brilliant.
Aye, it's superb. Talking about the budget and what it made back anyway, $18 million they made it for, and it got back, 27.5 million worldwide. And aye, that's shoddy, innit?
Looks like a profit, but in the movie world, the guys consider that a loss with marketing and all that kind of stuff that you don't factor into the making of the film. Because they usually say that whatever your budget is, there's maybe 25% of that budget again to fucking roll it out there to the world, put it in theatres and day press tours and all that stuff. So probably broke even, I would say.
Aye. And what that was surprising to me. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people hadn't seen it and stuff, but see just the fact like the cast that's in this. Put it this way: Gerard Butler, Idris Elba, Tom Hardy, Mark Strong. You know what I mean? See the guys now. Tom Hardy's what a leading man now. You even get Gerard Butler doing the Olympus Has Fallen stuff like that, 300 and stuff. So it's just like, see now, if they guys win any film now, you're guaranteed money.
Well, I think their fee would be more than the budget for this film alone now these days. So you're no wrong, mate. This is one of Christopher Nolan's favourite films, apparently. And this is what gave him Tom Hardy. And he's like that. Right? Inception, Dark Knight Rises. I like you, Thomas. Something about you, Bob.
Well, this film, I think, is responsible for the resurgence of Tom Hardy, because he was in a Star Trek film before this. And apparently, it's not so happy. I'm sure he's the bad guy because again, this is like another a wee trivia fact that Idris Elba and Tom Hardy have both played baddies in Star Trek films. But I remember the film that Tom Hardy was in, and it wasn't up to
It's
much.
an education.
I'm sure he's
do
like a
not.
clone or something of Picard. Aye.
What are you gonna do with that? Gonna bite me a cake? I came here for a proper fight with proper men. Man, Thomas of Hardy, fucking. Oh, I live long and prosper. You can't.
I'm sure it was like the Star Trek Nemesis or something like that. It was. I mean, it's there. You can go back and watch it. It's really, it's not for me. It's not for me. But in saying that, I'm not
Aye.
really a Star Trek fan. Like First Contact and all that, I could get behind, but other ones kind of. I mean, I know there's people that aren't the fans of the new ones, but I actually like them better than most other Star Trek stuff. So,
It's quite
sorry,
funny,
guys.
but it's a generation thing as well because there's just as much visceral hatred for the new stuff with the mainstream Trekkies as there is in Star Wars with the old school and all that. But nobody touches the Star Trek community, you know what I mean? Which is funny. But I like it as well, mate. I liked I watched all the 60s one and then I watched Odd Generation, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine and all that. See the man with, do you remember, was it Quantum Leap? The one he was
Aye.
in? That was a great series,
Mhm.
man. Well, a great few series. That was really good. But it's diluted in it. It's kind of there's cartoons and all that now, Star Trek cartoons and shit.
Aye. I mean, it's just, aye. It's like, it just seems like there's too much yet. You know what I mean? But,
Exactly.
aye, but apparently this is what brought Tom Hardy back for the brink. Apparently his career was nearly done.
Back to the brink. Fucking this film pure talked him off the edge. He was on the ledge there. His toes were across.
It's totes the bush. But aye, just a just a quick rundown of the plot of this. It's it's London gangland, isn't it? New gangsters come into town, aka like Russian mafia or whatever it is, and the world gets turned upside down, and everybody's all scuttering about, know what I mean? But it's classic Guy Ritchie fashion. Different stories all intertwined and they all connect at some point, and it's brilliant, man. Big fan of Guy Ritchie.
Aye. He's got that way, as you just said there, he's got that way of interlinking 10 individual stories into the culmination. Everybody's got something to do with somebody else's, but they don't know about it. You know what I mean? I mean, the simple thing in this is when a Russian mobster orchestrates a crooked land deal, millions of dollars are up for grabs, drawing in the entire London underworld into a feeding frenzy at a time when the old criminal regime is losing its turf to a wealthy foreign mob. So you've got the old school, which is Lenny, didn't you? And do you know, I never ever gave credence to Mark Strong's narration of this film before now. It's great. It keeps you up to speed and who this is and what's happening and how he works and how he's fucked over them, and that's brilliant, mate.
Aye, aye, aye. He's an unsung gem, as well, Mark Strong. Know what I mean, and seeing this, mate, he's actually wearing a hairpiece,
Oh,
which I think is fucking hilarious, man. Know what I mean? Oh, but aye, you're right, mate. It's brilliant, mate, and big shout out to Tom Wilkinson as well. It plays Lenny because see his character. It's superb. He's a pure bastard, but you just can't help but laugh at some of his some things he says, man. It's just fucking so good.
he's brilliant. Just his patter, and like we'll go over some of the favourite lines later, I'm sure. But even just the way he talks when he's got the guys hanging upside down later in the film, and he's like, "Right, this is how it's going to work. You're going in the drink. and I'm going to have a cup of tea. And the only thing you need to worry about is if you can hold your breath for as long as it takes my little kettle to boil. All right, see ya. Just matter of fact, nonchalant, but that classic gangster way where he tells them when they're getting into the now below you is the famous River Thames. And then he talks about the crayfish in there that are American because they were introduced and they ate the locals and they eat each other and now they fucking eat you if you get to the River Thames. Brilliant, man.
Aye. Let's say it's like, see if you watch a guy Ritchie film, see the dialogue in it. It's almost Tarantino-esque. Know what I mean?
Mm.
It's like most films, like the dialogue is always got to mean something. Know what I mean? Whereas these all just seem like natural conversations between people. It's just because it's just the way that I think he's brilliant. Tom Wilkinson, just the way he shouts down and puts everybody down and all this. Know what I mean? And like you've the one-liners he says. Know what I mean? Especially when he goes to meet what's his name, Yuri, and the first time he comes off the boat and he's in the back of the boat, he's like, "You tried to poison me, the dirty Cossack."
He's expecting a nice wee vodka to seal the deal, but he's fucking hurting with whiskey. Thought you're not drunk, vodka. Whiskey's the new vodka, Lenny. You're not going to join me? I do not drink. Fucking half that size, man. It's funny, just his actions, and then Archie's like his wee conscience, isn't he? You better watch yourself, and all that. They don't respect the old school and stuff. Before that, Archie kind of gave him into bother for fucking over mumbles and 1-2, you know what I mean? Any need for that, Len? What are you talking about? It's a bit naughty, wasn't it? Nah, they need a fucking lesson. Brilliant, man.
It's a bit strong in it. Aye, but because you don't really see it into it. It's like Lenny's all out for himself. No, I mean, whereas
Definitely. He tries to play it off as he's giving people the tools or teaching them lessons and stuff, but it's all just for him. It's all just for his pockets. And there's no school like the old school, and I'm the fucking headmaster.
aye. It's in talking about Yuri, right? See when I seen this, like the first time, and I can't shake it now, and it just watching it again the other night, it just makes me feel more this way. The character of Yuri is going to be based on Roman Abramovich. Doesn't he? Two ways about it, man.
That was one of the bits of trivia in the IMDb. It was loosely based on Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich. Definitely. Coming in with his yacht, wanting land and everything, and more money than sense. Do you know what I mean? But I can see it. I like you, mate. I kind of thought that at the time, and I was like, fucking bit close to the bone, this, isn't it? But I had confirmed it.
Aye.
She talked about John Wilkinson. It's a good year for him, wasn't it? Because he done Batman and all. He was Falcone. Falcone, wasn't it?
Aye. He's the original crime boss in it. The one that gets pinned up onto the wee light. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good, Tom Wilkinson. You know what I mean? He's another one that just goes unnoticed in films and stuff. You know what I mean? Because I watched him recently in the Patriot, and he plays fucking some English British colonel or something like that. And again, it's just he's good, man. He's good people.
And it came into film quite late.
I've got a lot of time for him.
It's happening. But by the way, he has not got a vast body of work. He came into film quite late. He got everything off the back of the full Monty. So he did. It was just a kind of no struggling, but a lesser known British actor, and done a couple of plays in London and stuff like that. But obviously, Phil Monty got a wee done off the back of that, and he's kind of been out to America and all that, done American stuff, which was great.
Aye. Aye. He's stand up in this. But a major highlight in this that me and you have spoke about is the character names. I mean, it's just again, it's like attention to detail and stuff like this. Know what I mean? It's like Idris Elba's characters. What is it? Mumbles. You've got 1, 2, Handsome Bob. Know what I mean? It's just it's like a wee personal touch into all this, isn't it?
It's the classic London underworld when they all meet. Like when Archie goes for the money. It's that classic. How it's they don't greet each other. They just acknowledge each other. It's Archie, Mumbles, Mickey, Archie. I mean, just that one word, their name. Like I see you. This they got that. Hello, Archibald. How are you? Great to see you. Sit down, have a cup of tea, why don't you? 1, 2.
Pull up a chair.
We're having a game of Scabby Queen.
Aye. But superb, man. But what's your favourite nickname? All the names in this.
Yeah. Just Mumbles. I like Mumbles. Idris Elba's not very prominent in this film, to be honest with you, but I like his nickname. I just like Mumbles because always you just think somebody's gave him that name because he fucking doesn't talk properly, or he just talks about you under his breath. Oh, whoa, what's that, Mumbles? Fucking speak up, you cunts. I like that. Obviously, you can tell the people why the wee bit we discussed just about 1, 2 and his fists and all that, can't you?
Aye. Oh, 1, 2. Absolutely like killed me yesterday when I seen it. You know what I mean? Obviously Gerard Butler's character is called 1, 2, and he lives at the house 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's fucking brilliant, man. I really hope it was done on purpose. You know what I mean? It's just
it was definitely done on purpose, but it's made me think now that he's got his nickname because of the house number. That's what I mean. Whereas before him, that was a boxer.
Oh, brilliant, mate. Brilliant. I didn't even think of that.
You know what I mean? Where'd you stay then?
Aye.
Stay at 3, 4. Oh, all right, 1, 2.
Aye. Mate, just it would be in line with the humour with this film, isn't it? Because like I said to you yesterday, watching this again, I forgot how funny it was. Just even like the pattern in it is superb, but see, even when it comes to just like the comedy on screen, it's just next level, man. It's so funny. It's like the bit that killed me last night. Completely forgot about it. Is when Lenny is on the phone to Archie, and he's fucking petting his ego because he's bribed this counsellor. Know what I mean? And he's like, "Yeah, I've got the painting up on the wall," and then it's like the camera pans up to the wall and the painting's gone, and the next thing it's fucking off camera. You hear him falling off a chair like, "Archie, I've been robbed." It's
fucking brilliant. And see when do you know what's great about that scene? It's as if it's no acted. It's just a natural him on the phone, just like, yeah, well, he wouldn't give me these painting if I didn't really like them, would he? No, that's what I was thinking. No. So what I've done is I've took it off the usual, I put it right up in the wall so I can. And then see when he's talking to Archie, get round to you with the troops. He puts his phone down, then he stands up, looks about, and puts his glasses on. So, yeah, I'm a gaffer. Brilliant.
Oh, it's fucking mate. That's it. Then leads to one of my favourite scenes in the film. See that the wee guy Bambi? Oh my god, man! He's just standing there and he's like, "So where was the painting then?" And just the way the scene's set up, you can just see where the painting should be. You know what I mean? It's fucking so good, man. Oh, fucking. And then that's when you first see the famous Archie slap, isn't it?
Well, it has to game it because Lenny orders the other wee guy to do it. He says, if you're going to keep asking stupid questions like that, Danny boy here's going to just hit you a slap. Then he says something again, and Archie goes like, Denny, slap him. No, not with the palm of the hand, with the back of the hand. Then he does it again. He's like, nah. Woof. And you notice it, didn't you, man?
Aye. Fucking nearly kills him, know what I mean? But aye, it's like, again, on the comedy, mate, it's just like a serious scene in this is when the Wild Bunch, which is 1, 2, Mumbles and Handsome Bob, they steal the Russians' money for the second time. Now, see that as a pure chaotic sequence, right? They've got these mad, dangerous war criminals chasing after them, and all the while it's funny. Know what I mean? So like the wee guy, when the motor's upside down, Mumbles is like pepper spraying into the motor, but he's not looking, so he's pepper spraying 1, 2, and all that. It's fucking.
So good. It's just the funny thing about this film, right? Try to do a review, try to explain it to people. There's so fucking much going on. It's impossible to make it plausible in a review because Lenny, right? The Russian, the accountant, the Jobs, the Wild Bunch, Cookie, Johnny Quid, the producers, the big guy in the motor with the tickets and all that, the painting, everything. But it all comes together, and it all comes together brilliant. What's your favourite kind of like subplot?
It would possibly just be the Wild Bunch. See, the Wild Bunches stream at the start how they get fucked here, and then like the accountant, the character, what's her name? Is it Newton, Handwee Newton or something like that? She's the accountant Newton. And she's just pulling all the strings. Aye, she's just making absolute chaos. Know what I mean? But it's just the Wild Bunch are always the wee guys in the middle that all seem to be causing all this havoc. Know what I mean? And it's just brilliant. Because see, the 3D characters, you could believe all 3 of them are best pals. Know what I mean? It's just, that's what I like about it. How about yourself?
Aye. Like you, I like the Wild Bunch because I think they're invested in every single faction. But even the Johnny Quid is just fucked off, faked his death, going to get smacked up. Even when he's sitting in his wee junkie den and I can't, mate, the painting's got me, and he's just talking to this painting and all that kind of stuff. His patter's great. His patter in the bar's great. And then the bouncer with the pencil.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Just a wee pencil at the back of his ear. Stab. Then he's got the audacity to fucking put a bin there him and all.
Aye, mate. Aye, the original John Wick. Know what I mean? You see when they talk about John Wick, I watched John Wick kill a guy with a fucking pencil, and I'm like, I've seen that.
Look, I've done that too, but you know what I mean?
True. True.
Gone.
Well, there you go. I wonder if that was inspired for RockNRolla. You know what I mean?
Yes, I like. He's good. But see, I know, even they're all kind of bent, whatever way you look at it. Lenny's bent, the Wild Bunch are bent, fucking Thandi Newton's bent. You know what I mean? They're all crooks. But there's still a class system of crooks. There's still a class system. When Thandi takes the Wild Bunch to the house, and the fucking guy just answers the door with fully suited at the tap and his boxer shorts with socks and suspenders. Hello!
Mate, see when you walk into that party and there's a woman getting chased around dressed as a fox. Know what I mean? There's a guy dressed like a fox hunter. It's just
It's
This is
a
a different kind of
realisation that
party.
they're just as fucking mad with you as you are when like doing it the breadline, but they've got more money to do stupider things, you know what I mean?
Aye.
And obviously Thandi Newton, Stella her name is in this, innit?
Aye.
She's married to this big hotshot London lawyer, but he's a poof, so it's a marriage of convenience. So she's sexually repressed, really, isn't she? And I think she's got a wee liking for her 1-2.
Aye. Aye. She seems to be seeking out danger in this, man. Know what I mean? She's could have the finer things in life, but she likes a bit of smut.
Why? Why? I like a bit of rough. You know what I mean?
Well, that was part of the trivia for this as well. That see the later sex scene between 1-2 and this. Aye. It was like apparently Gerard Butler had a throat infection the day that the sex scene was supposed to happen, which then meant she would refuse to kiss him, sort of thing. And this led to Guy Ritchie doing an impromptu sex scene, and that's hilarious in itself. You know what I mean?
Aye, locked it in,
fucking...
smashing.
Aye.
Absolutely brilliant. Because even that, it's as if she's just, oh, go on then. You may have ravaged me. Why not? But when they're talking in the room, obviously the dance, right? They're doing the dance, which is fucking, again, that was ad-libbed. And it's just brilliant because the two of them can't dance. The genius in that is it's that loud and they're talking, but they're getting it to you for being a bit away from them and it's mumbled and they've got subtitles and all that, and it's great, man.
Aye. That's again.
Can I dance? Oh. It looks like he's putting 100 fags out in the flare.
Mate, it's superb in it. It's like because he's like, but it's like it's like Granda dancing in it. It's just, but see, even her dancing when she's doing it as well, she starts doing stuff like.
Aye, she tries to go all Uma Thurman, but looks as if she's taking a fucking stroke. Just making shapes and stuff, isn't she? Man, it's just fucking mental. Well, his feet are glued to the flare. It's a party I want to get involved with. No, I mean, a party I want to get involved with, man. Even Cookie comes in. All right, Cook, how you getting on? You fucking joking? This lot are doing more bugle in the British Army.
Mate. Cookie is another character that just exists here, but he's that you want to know more about him. You know what I mean? It's like because he was apparently like a smack kid as well, and like how he's bettered himself. You know what I mean? And you're just curious, like how he gets up to where he is. You know what I mean? But it's part of the magic in these films, isn't it?
Upgraded himself with Junkie's carpet to supplying the bastards. When they're looking for Johnny and the record producers find Cookie in the club, he's got a 2-minute monologue there that's just fucking brilliant. And he, like you said, mate, he describes I was once a slave to the pipe, but I gave that shit up. You want to find Johnny Quid? It's brilliant.
Aye, it's deep, but it's good as well, you know, because the Johnny Quid character in itself is very interesting. You know what I mean? Because he's obviously a junkie in this, right? But he's went like a private school, so he's educated, and the way he talks, you know what I mean? He passes it on to people like quite like philosophical, you know what I mean? And he's in this mad crack then. You know what I mean? There's no furniture, there's not even like a wall. There's just the frame where the wall should be. And you're just like, what's going on here, man?
I mean, kudos to fucking Toby Kebbell, sorry, who plays Johnny Quid, because he's got 2 or 3 big monologues in this. See the one, like, he just describes cigarettes. Do you know what I mean? You're like, That's the way he's looked at them. These little death sticks all nicely laid out in the packet for your attention and all that. That's great, man.
Aye. Aye. So, mate, again, well, I've already gave Guy Ritchie his thing, but if he's wrote the dialogue and all that, the screenplay and stuff, mate, like kudos to him. Because it's to even think that stuff up, never mind just have somebody act it, it's something else. But
I know.
Tonga, Styro, the character of Johnny Quid, he's responsible for some of the best bits in this. Especially when we come near the end of the film, when like everything, all the crescendo comes. It's it's fucking brilliant, man.
He's just begging to be slapped. So much so that eventually Archie loses his cool, backhanders him, and instead of going like that, yeah, his head is turned to the slap, and he goes, and doesn't he move? Then he just goes, that gentleman was the famous Archie slap. You want to shut your little mouth.
I mean, there's an execution about to happen. You know what I mean? There's people in this lift with hoods there, their head, and the whole shebang. And it's at least one of our favourite quotes, isn't it? That Archie just loses a rag, pins him up against the wall, like, shut your mouth, you wee dick, or I'm going to slap you about. And it's just, all right, me Arch. Man.
I'm only little. Brilliant.
But aye. But see that again, that whole part of the film. Talking about, well, I've already spoke about how funny it is with the dialogue and stuff, but see something like the daft like slapstick of this. Well, obviously, Johnny ends up shot in this lift, and we get to the lower levels. You know what I mean? And the two record producers are lifting Johnny Quid up, and this guy comes out with a gun. And the next thing they put their hands up, but when they put their hands up, they drop Johnny. You know what I mean? And it's just so fucking comedic, man.
Which is why I have it up there with Snatch and Lock Stock, because in the same vein, they two films were again mashed up fucking bundles of stories all intertwining with a semblance of patter and humour. The humour's just as much as good as the patter. It's sensational. I fucking can't say enough about this film. See the thing as well about it, originally it was going to be one of a trilogy. I never knew that. I thought there was going to be a follow-up, but I never knew it was going to be a trilogy, man.
Aye, it's absolutely, mate. I mean, you're gutted about it, because obviously at the end of this, it's like the bunch return, you know what I mean? And you're like that, you said yourself that he's wrote it and all that, but it's when they'll get the time to do it, if they get the time to do it, you know what I mean? But I think it just coincides as well with how big some of the actors got, you know what I mean? The cost to get all them on board for a Guy Ritchie film would just be too much, I think.
Aye. Well, you would like to think that they kind of people want to be fucking too up their own arse or too big for their boots to say, I want so and so. They would come back and go, yeah, the story needs to be told. You would hope, you know what I mean? But you're right, they're all went on to be A-listers. So I can only imagine what their demands would be financially. I think Idris Elba's in every fucking film gone.
Aye. And again, another wee part of trivia, apparently Jason Statham was offered to part in this, but he turned it down because he was filming Death Race. And
Stupid cunt. So good the follow.
I mean,
so good that the follow-up prequel had fucking Matt Goss in it. You know what I mean? Or Luke Goss. I don't know what one's the actor. What's one of your favourite lines in it?
Oh, we've got so many here, mate. So, right, one of them is 1-2 after they steal the second lot of money, and he's like, "Oh, and you forgot to mention that they had guns, big long machine guns with war criminals attached to the end of them.
Aye.
Fucking-
That's superb, isn't it?
a lot of these, aye, a lot of these lines coincide with my favourite scenes in the film as well. Obviously, we've already said, "Don't hurt me, Arch. I'm only little." Wee Bambi when he says, "All right, Lenny, where was the painting?" Know what I mean? It's just, and then the other one, it's so comedic. It's brilliant. It's just 1-2 and the Handsome Bob. And Handsome Bob has came out to 1-2 saying he's gay. And 1-2 is just like, "You're fucking Handsome Bob, the lady killer. You're not gay."
He just keeps calling him a dirty bastard. You dirty bastards. In a Scottish accent, that sounds fucking great, you know what I mean? Like, look at you, how dare you, you dirty bastard.
Oh, mate. Oh,
Brilliant.
what about yourself, mate? What's yours?
Well, in that whole Handsome Bob putting the brakes on and jumping at the car, but when he gets back in the car, he's trying to calm down and he's trying to look, right, it's okay, I'm sorry, Bob, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to overreact like that. It's no, it's cool that you're gay or a poof or whatever you call yourselves. Then it just goes like that. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, you're going to be inside for 5 years and there's plenty of your folk in there. You'll probably love it. No, sorry, aye. But when he seems to goes back and tells the wild bunch, 1-2, what's happened and all that, mumbles fucking line is brilliant, man. He's like that, did you consider it and all that? He says, the fuck will be off for you, man. Being Bob is at the cost of being a puff. I'd have to think about it. Not for a very long time, but I'd have to pause. You know what I mean?
Aye.
He's saying Bob is such a good guy that I might be gay for Bob. You know what I mean? That's what he's saying. Brilliant.
Aye. Oh, mate, mate, again, that's one of my favourite scenes. The whole, because Handsome Bob has gone away to prison. No, I mean, it's just because he would, because even see when Handsome Bob goes at him, I don't want all that. I want you. It's like,
Very
what
funny.
is that? Oh, mate. And then see after it's all said and done, 1-2 goes at him. So, what is it you want to do to me?
Aye. What do you want to do to me? Know what I mean? Fuck's sake. But I mean, at the end up, fast forwarding, it ends up that all he does is he wants a wee dance, doesn't he? Starts to go and have a wee dance. I don't know, the wild bunch, I think I know.
Aye. Oh, mate. But what's even funnier about that as well is the fact that everybody else knew, apart from 1-2. It's just so good, man. So fucking good.
You're my best friend. I mean, we've shared showers and everything. You've seen my cock. Fucking brilliant, man.
Oh.
See the actual explanation. I mean, title of the film is RockNRolla. The word is bandied about throughout the film, but the explanation for it Archie gives is smashing. It's right at the start. It says, "What's a rock and roller?" It says, "Well, we all like something. Some is it's girls, some is it's money, some is it's drugs, some is it's fame. But a rock and roller, he wants a fucking lot."
Aye, mate. See, look, most Guy Ritchie films, I think this one has got a bit of swagger about it. Know what I mean? This is the most gangstery, shall we say? Know what I mean? I know that's hard to believe with Lock, Stock and all that, but that's usually just like wee bands of thugs. Know what I mean? This was like proper organised crime, for what I can tell. But
even that, it's not without its flaws, because when they go for the first robbery, they're just storing there in their security gear. Oh yeah, just put the money in the boot and fuck off. And then they try to get away and they can't find reverse. So they need to roll the window down and the cunts they're just robbed. How'd you get this into reverse? Thanks very much. Fuck off. Like you say, mate, it's the slapstick throwaway comedy in this. It's brilliant, man.
But
see, Lenny, I know. Lenny's cunt. Do you know what I mean? He's see all the stuff with the counsellor and the lighter and all that.
It's pure underhand tactics, isn't it?
Aye.
Because
it's even more so.
Aye, see, and showing you that this film as well was showing you the different, like we've already said, the different class in criminal. But this is like the white collar criminal. Know what I mean? It's like he's in there, he's in the tennis clubs, the yacht clubs, and all this shit. Know what I mean? And it's all very. It's like everybody knows. Know what I mean? But it's not the old, like as they say, on the cobbles crime. Know what I mean? It's very. Aye. Dirty bastard.
But you know, Lenny and Archie have came for the cobbles, which is what makes it all the better. I mean, even with the counsellor, doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and he's got the big cigar and the lighter, and then Jackie, the wee tennis lassie, and all that. Oh, Jackie, want to meet the counsellor? Is he wicked?
What does she mean by that, Arch? It just shows you how these. I think it was a good insight to how some of this works. You know what I mean? That criminals can get up to the higher echelons of society. You know what I mean? And it's very dirty dealings. But
whereas we thought it was only because Lenny was greasing the right palms, it ends up that he's a fucking snitch and all, doesn't it?
Aye.
So there's a very good reason why he's being kept out of jail. We learn that Archie's done a 4 stretch, and then all they kind of make Bob's convictions disappear and all that kind of stuff, which is all, how the fuck you doing that? Know what I mean?
Aye, exactly. Somebody facing 5 years and all that, and it just disappears one day. The loss of paperwork. It's very. Well, it's obviously a true thing that happens as well. Know what I mean? Because let's face it, the law know who is the bad guys in the world. Know what I mean? But hey ho, you give them a couple of wee fish. Know what I
mean? Johnny knows, but doesn't he? Johnny knows he's a grass.
Aye. And I'd see that whole thing as well. Obviously, it's this spoiler alert, but that whole reveal. Know what I mean? It's like Lenny had everybody fooled, apart from this supposed down and out idiot junkie. Know what I mean? And I thought that was great as well. That the whole time that Lenny has been putting Johnny down, he's poison, he's a junkie, blah 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 blah. He wasn't a grass. You know what I mean? So he's a better character than you, sort of thing. So
because you can see, and Mark Strong plays it well, because when he the penny finally drops with him, he looks hurt, and then his eyes look raging. You know what I mean? You're like, whoa. Uncle Archie's come to get you, Len. Fucking brilliant.
You are a very dirty bastard, Sydney.
That's brilliant, man.
Fucking Mark Strong, man. He's brilliant, man. He's a keeper. Oh,
yes, he's a proper gangster voice. Just that calm, low, fucking unperturbed, unvexed.
Aye.
Look, this is what's going to happen, and I'm going to do it to you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Aye. Because even even see when you see like Archie, like see when he walks into the wee club that's got the wild bunch and all that in there. No, each of these people are all criminals in their own right. But see when Archie walks in, it falls silent. Like he's a guy to be feared. Know what I mean? And it's not like he goes in like the typical fucking lunatic, like a Vinnie Jones character. Know what I mean? Doesn't he go in like that? He's just quietly calm, and everybody's like, "Oh, all right, Archie."
Exactly. See, even that, the way they gave him the bag of money, it's kicked 3 times. Oh, look at that. We could start a time.
It's really good, man. It's good. But again, it's all the characters in it. You just can't whack it.
Gary, I mean, even I wouldn't say cameos because they play a good part in it. They play a prominent part in it. The record producers was Ludacris and your man for Entourage. What's his name again?
Jeremy Piven.
Piven. I'm not going to say Penny for some fucking reason. The first time you're introduced to Ludacris, right? Which is he's Mickey. There's obviously he's got another fucking band, and the wee rock guy comes in and goes like, "I want dry ice." He's like, "It would have been nice if yesterday you told me you wanted some motherfucking dry ice. Well, it would be nice to have some fucking dry ice." Goes, "Look, you asked for a case of Johnny Walkers and a lady of the pole. Now my magic bag runs deep, and still I got you what you wanted. But it ain't no motherfucking dry ice." And the guy just goes, "Well, tomorrow might be nice if there's some dry ice." You know what I mean?
He's like, I've got lasers, I've got smoke, I've got bubbles, I've got fucking everything, and the bag goes deeper. There ain't no motherfucking dry ice.
And still, bag goes deeper. That's brilliant, man. Ladies of the pole.
Because they two characters, like, although they're only in it a wee bit fleeting, you know what I mean? It's funny. I mean, because I like Jeremy Piven as well. Because like, see if you've watched Entourage when he plays Ari, he goes for like 1 to 100 in seconds or just stupid stuff, know what I mean? And see this character, it's the same. Know what I mean? Tries to play it cool when it's like fucking pure panic.
That's the second hairpiece in the film, I know, isn't
it? Aye. It's see the most unbelievable part about this film. See, once Lenny goes to visit them, and the next time they're sitting there having a couple of beers, just thinking what to do next. They're drinking Carling. That is the most unbelievable part of this film. Is they ask for a second Carling.
I thought that was a missed opportunity. There must be product placement in that because I don't even know if you can get it anymore, but there used to be a beer called RockNRolla. It was a green bottle with blue and white writing on it. It was lovely. And I thought, fuck, maybe they'll. But nah, there you go. It's wishful thinking, that shit.
Aye. But again, see when the first time the humour that comes into this, like Lenny goes to visit the producers the first time and he's looking for Johnny. And he's having some wee piece of fruit. Can't remember what the name it is. And he's like, talk about yes, it's I lychee. It's like it's sweet and exotic, like your Jackie yet. She's like, thanks.
No. Thanks, Lynn. It's nice.
Archie, this bad guy gangster sort of thing, right? He sees that microphone and just can't help himself, and he's right into it. Come on, everybody, to sing the song.
Aye, and Lenny's just like, no, I mean, try to monologue here. Hey everybody, how you doing, baby? It's like a wee boy syndrome, isn't it? Doesn't matter what age you are. If you see a sign saying "Do not push this red button,"
Aye. See
paint.
as well. Since we're talking about the music producers and all that in this, see the music through the whole film. It's superb, man.
Aye.
Absolutely superb.
Flash.
Aye.
That's brilliant as well. See that that whole very minimal flashback of why Johnny is in the situation with Lenny that he is. His Maz died and Lenny's kept him on, but he's acting it. He's got the music up and my daddy was a bank robber. That's the way the world. He's got his wee toy saxophone. And then Lenny comes in and just kind of gives you the story, doesn't he? Like, your mother fucked off and died, or she left me with you. You know what I mean? Now, next week you're going to public school, the most expensive in the country, out my fucking road. They keep the bastard music down. But it doesn't, doesn't he, know?
Aye, just pure defiance, and keep the music down. No sooner has Lenny walked out the room, he puts it back up again, and he's singing at him, know what I mean, louder. And you're just like, yes, fight, young man, fight.
Aye, Lenny comes back in and the belt's coming off, isn't it?
Aye.
So, he fucking knocked 7 shades of shite out of him whenever he could, which is why he's rebelled and he's been the crack pipe smoking junkie fucking rock star that he is. You know what I mean?
Well,
that's brilliant.
I've already mentioned some of my favourite scenes, mate. Have you got any particular favourite scenes?
Oh. They're all good, mate. They're all good. We've done the whole chase scene with that robbery's fantastic.
Oh.
The camera, body cams used in that was excellent. Unexpected. And just a close up of the face, no moving, but the background fucking giving you a pure mad hairy fit. And then, even when he gets knackered and he turns around and goes, to him, and then fucks off. But see, when he comes out that tunnel, he thinks he's gave up. And the guy just comes out the tunnel. Fucking hell. Starts running again, man. It's great. Other scene. I like the end scene. I like Archie and Johnny. Johnny's obviously been to rehab. He's come out and he's all clean and he's grew his hair out and he's got a nice beard and all that and he looks smashing. And it's as if, how you doing, Uncle Archie? He's like, oh, come on then, give me a cuddle. And they just have a wee back and forth. And it's, I'm the head of the castle now and all that. You're my man. And that's when it kind of ends in it. And it's the Wild Bunch will return.
Aye.
Aye, brilliant, man.
Aye. That's as well as, well, obviously, see the painting in this? It's a MacGuffin, innit? It's, you never see it. And it always used to frustrate me. You know what I mean? I'm going, what the fuck is it? Just shows it. You know what I mean?
It's the Pulp Fiction fucking golden briefcase in it.
Aye.
I was like you, mate. It used to annoy me, and I was like, you know what? It doesn't really matter. And then I used to convince myself it was that horrible fucking 70s painting that every cunt used to have in their old house. It was a blue woman. You know what I mean?
What is it?
It would be good to get Guy Ritchie and go like, what the fuck was that painting?
It's the fallen Madonna with the big boobies.
Smuggled in my little tank.
Aye. I'm the same. See with it, the whole robbery and the two Russian supermen. You know what I mean? Because they're just, I mean, again, for anybody that's not seen this, assuming you're introduced to these two heavies, they're comparing scars they go out fighting in some war. You know what I mean? And you're like that. Oh, these guys are a different brand.
The two have got the Bratva tattoos on them. Do you know what I mean? War criminal, gang faction, that Bratva big star that you see in all the Russian baddies in all the films, kind of thing.
Aye.
It's good to know Lenny getting his comeuppance, getting his fucking leg rattled at the golf course and all that, and then he ends up upside down in the drink, doesn't he?
Aye. Because it's like you don't really see a lot of violence for the Russian kind of side of things, know what I mean? Obviously, no. Yuri's got his man here, Victor. Obviously dishes out the punishment, but it's like the wee sadistic side, isn't it? He's just calmly playing his golf and Lenny's getting smashed to bits. Know what I mean? But all the way through the film.
Well, Stella never gets any comeuppance. She gets away with everything. She's the orchestrator. You know what I mean? She's the in-between fucking, she's making money and she's not getting caught. Every cunt else is getting fucking 1, 2 and Mumbos are getting chased and leathered and Lenny's getting leathered. Fucking the producers are getting leathered. That's great. Absolutely great.
and saying that, it's like there's a part where obviously Yuri goes to see her and sees the painting, know what I mean? And she lies to him. And as he says, Victor, would you come up and join us? And Victor's like, pass me my gloves, know what I mean? So you're kind of. But I don't know if that would have been explored more in the sequel. Know what I mean?
Aye.
You maybe have fun something out. Because
Aye.
at the end of the film, it's like Archie and Johnny. And Archie has got Johnny the painting back, know what I mean? So obviously something happened to the Russians, and I'm just wondering if the accountant had something to do with it as well, know what I mean?
Because the way it describes, it must have cost a pretty penny. Let's just say it cost a very wealthy Russian an arm and a leg. You know what I mean? As if chop the cunt up for you. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Aye. That's what's annoyed me about no getting the sequel. As it seems like there's a lot of stuff there that would have aided a second film, know what I mean? That it wasn't all
Aye.
just tied up. But hey ho.
There's a trilogy that makes you think even more. What the fuck could they have done in 3 films, or would have been a kind of prequel to a backstory, or how they all got to where they are? So I don't know.
Aye.
But as a standalone, mate, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll enjoy it again in the future.
Aye.
Would you get it out of 10?
I'll get an 8 solely because I've got Snatch as a 9. I think 9's like Snatch is the best Guy Ritchie thing ever. It's just like see the characters in it, and in fact here, have you any favourite characters for the film?
Aye, but no standout. I think they're just all fucking excellent. They really are. I mean, they've all got their moment. They have. Bob's got his moment. Cookie's got his moment. Even the gay lawyer husband, he's got his time to shine. I think they're all. It just works, and I think that's speaks volumes for the writing in the film and the casting. Have you got a favourite?
It's Big Archie. I think he's the godfather of London and waiting, know what I mean? Respected, and he's fair, know what I mean? As we hark back to when Lenny does the Wild Bunch, know what I mean? So it's a bit out of order, that, know what I mean?
Strong then.
know what I mean? So you get a semblance of he would look out for one another, know what I mean? They're all in this together sort of thing. But he's the kingpin. But
smashing. Excuse me. I've put down an 8 as well. Like you, I think Snatch is pretty untouchable. It's the closest to a 10 for me in Guy Ritchie land, because it's amazing. But aye, a good solid 8, very nearly a 9. Great film. If you've not seen it, where have you been? Like,
you got to get on that shit, man.
aye, but it's kind of hard to get. I mean, the video's unavailable on Amazon Prime now for some reason. You can't get it. You can't buy it off of YouTube. So it was just as well we had a copy, wasn't it?
Aye. Because like I says, big fan of it. See, when I seen it back then, I went, "Oh, aye, we'll buy that on the DVD. That'll do." No, I mean, but
I'm sure you could get it off of what's that site? No Moonpig. The man that sells all the old DVDs and books and all that online. I can't remember what it's called, but you get it there for Wally's, know what I mean? It's great. It's well worth it.
Aye. It's definitely superb, mate. And it's like, I'm wondering if this launched a lot of these guys' careers onto better things, know what I mean? Because Gerard Butler's the darling of like action films, isn't he?
Aye.
Idris Elba, know what I mean? They're even talking about him for James Bond, and Tom Hardy's Tom Hardy, know what I mean? So
Definitely. And Mark Strong's just British baddies across the board, man. He was a great baddie in Sherlock Holmes.
Aye.
Where RDJ and that. Guy actually done that and all, didn't he?
Aye. Well, this is what part of the problem was, see when they done this, like Warner Brothers and that were offering them like Sherlock Holmes and all these big series, big budget films and all that. Because he said it in an interview, I think it was like 2011. He went, I've got the script written for RockNRolla 2, but as long as this company keeps throwing big projects my way, we'll not have time to do it. So,
God knows. Chasing that big wig money, the bastard. Trying to pay off fucking Madonna's maintenance. Forgot he was married to that fucking old bastard. Can't go home, man.
But that was a part of the trivia as well, because see that band that did the song I'm a Man, like they call it Black Strobe or something like that? They had a hit song, Me and Madonna. So, you know what I mean? It's like that. What's this? I see you.
Aye. 15 years ago, man, so maybe we're still married to that. I don't know. Kind of care less, to be honest with you. But, aye, as time rolls on, less chance we've got of getting any kind of follow-up, simply because people age more than anything else, you know what I mean?
That's it. But, hey ho. But aye, that was RockNRolla by Guy Ritchie. So if you're into Guy Ritchie, I suggest you go and get this watched, because it's in the same light as Lock, Stock, Snatch. You know what I mean? It's superb. And it's well acted. The pattern in it's brilliant. The action for what's in it, you know what I mean? It's no fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger action, like shit blows up, but it's British film action. You know what I mean? And then it's like people we didn't even mention, you'll see them and you'll go, oh fuck, he was in this. You know what I mean? All these British actors all come to the fore, you're like, oh, brilliant, man. But apart from that, mate, have you got anything planned? Are you going to see anything? Have you been watching anything?
I've been watching our films that I've been doing, and today I'm going to pantomime. It's the time of year. It's at the King's. I don't even know what I'm going to see. Jonas told me 100 times, but I don't know. Don't know if it's fucking Jack the Beanstalk, Dick Whittington, who's in it, whatever. I don't know. Just know I'm going to pantomime. I'm heavy looking forward to it.
Oh no, he isn't.
Aye. Wish you wee Glaswegianism for this film is pure ticket. It's a pure ticket, mate.
Aye.
What you getting up to the rest of the day?
I'm not sure, mate. I am not sure. I'll need to have a look at what's in Cineworld or something like that. Failing that, well, I checked it the other day and I'm sure it was Godzilla -1 or something was on, and it's getting a good write up. So I don't know if that's going to be in there somewhere, but we'll see. Barring that, it'll just be a deep dive into old films, and I've got your next film already picked. So I was thinking the other day, we haven't done a lot of Jackie Chan. We've not done any Jackie Chan, but we've not done any Robin Williams either. And see these two guys, I was watching their films for a long period of time in my life, and the fact we've not done it. So next week we'll be doing Jumanji.
Jumanji, original.
Yes, I know
Nice.
that rock piece of shit.
Oh, alright, actually, too. But no,
Aye,
love the original.
Aye, Jumanji, mate. Robin Williams. I mean, sensational, mate. Sensational. And the amount of times I watched that film, see as a Wayne, it was unhealthy.
No, I've watched that to distraction as well. I think hitting Flubber, only for that far apart, and I watched Flubber quite a lot as well. But looking forward to that, mate. Looking forward to it. We'll get it rolled out in the socials when that'll be dropping, people. But remember, give our if you haven't done already, our collaboration a wee listen, a like, a follow, subscribe, and obviously same with this man. Him that listens, we thoroughly appreciate you, to coin an
Yes.
American phrase. Hey man, I appreciate you. Does that even fucking mean I appreciate you?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'm not cool enough to be hit with the Wednesday, you see.
Oh, it's just Americanisms. I've got a lot of time for Americans, and I love yous, I really do, but some of your patter is utter shite. I've been watching Wicked Tuna, that's what I've been watching, which is great. It's what people get out and fucking catch the big tuna fish and all that. But just they're back and forth with one another when they get the tuna to the shore and all that. Well, let's get this thing up here. Let's see how it's going. Sounds good. It sounds good. That's what you're there for. So how does it sound good? It's just what's going to happen, you fucking maniac.
Oh, superb, man. Oh, I forgot to mention, I finally get round to watching Vice the other night there. This is Christian Bale playing Dick Cheney. That boy was a dirty bastard, by the way. Dirty bastard. Oh,
I can imagine. But I don't know anything about it.
Oh, if you get a chance to watch that, get a watch. It's enraging for what happened back in the day, but it's eye opening as well, but it's done. Aye.
There's another one I know that's out there that's getting Bradley Cooper's getting lauded for. Plays a kind of black and white vein. I think he plays a music conductor or something like that, composer. So he's kind of became a right serious actor, hasn't he, Bradley Cooper?
Yeah. I consider him the first thing I seen him in was Wedding Crashers.
That's what it was, fuck's sake. Then The Hangover. You know what I mean?
And see if I'm no mistaken as well, I've seen him in a film with Vinnie Jones, and I'm sure it's called something like The Midnight Meat Train. If you get a chance to watch that, watch it, mate. Watch it.
Right, I need to go and get a shower and that and head to Panto, sir.
Yes.
So, thank you. Well done with the hosting again, mate. You're fucking nailing it.
Oh, cheers, mate. Cheers. Pat myself in the back there.
That was another man we talked about the film, wasn't it? No, it wasn't the film, it was the Commitments. We done the Commitments, remember? Right, everybody, stand in a circle, turn to the right. Now pat yourself on the back for a job well done.
Aye, but cheers everybody for listening again, sharing, liking, watching. Tell your friends, and we'll see you next time.
Cheery bye.
Cheery bye.